Good evening. This is All India Radio. I am Valsa Williams with the news at 9. The headlines. Indian Space Research Organization's PSLV55 successfully places 2 Singaporean satellites into orbit. Centre launches over 250 network towers to provide 4G mobile connectivity in border areas of Arunachal Pradesh. Sudanese army agrees to help evacuate diplomats and foreign nationals on military aeroplanes as fighting continues in African country. Eid-ul-Fitr celebrated across the country with religious fervour and gaiety. Festival of Akshaya Tritiya, symbolizing good luck and prosperity, also celebrated in different parts of the country. And in archery, India's Jyoti Surekha Venom clinches 2 gold medals in compound mixed team and individual events at World Cup Stage 1 in Turkey's Antalya. The Indian Space Research Organization ISRO successfully launched the Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle C-55 PSLV-55 mission, carrying 2 Singaporean satellites from Satish Dhawan Space Centre at Sriharikota in Andhra Pradesh this afternoon. PSLV-C-55 is a dedicated commercial PSLV mission of New Space India Limited NSIL, which is the commercial arm of ISRO. In a tweet, ISRO said in a textbook launch, the vehicle placed Singapore's Teleos 2 as the primary satellite and the Lumelight 4 as a co-passenger satellite, precisely into their intended 586-kilometre circular orbit. ISRO chairperson S. Somnath congratulated PSLV and NSIL for the successful launch.
PSLV has placed both the satellites, Teleos 2 and Lumelight, in the intended orbit. This was a mission towards east direction, and the inclination is very small, 9.99 degrees, very precise. And the PSLV in its 57th mission has once again demonstrated its high reliability and its suitability for commercial missions of this class. So congratulations once again to NSIL and PSLV team for this exciting mission.
The Defense Research and Development Organization DRDO and Indian Navy have successfully conducted a maiden flight trial of Ballistic Missile Defense Interceptor from naval platform. The trial was conducted yesterday off the coast of Odisha in the Bay of Bengal. The purpose of the trial was to engage and neutralize a hostile ballistic missile threat, thereby elevating India into the elite club of nations having naval ballistic missile defense capability. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh congratulated the DRDO, Indian Navy and the industry involved in successful demonstration of ship-based ballistic missile defense capabilities. The centre today launched over 250 network towers to provide 4G mobile connectivity in border areas of Arunachal Pradesh. The 254 towers will provide 4G coverage in uncovered villages of the state, thereby bringing digital connectivity to 336 villages, including several areas which have remained unconnected since independence. Over 70,000 subscribers are expected to be benefited from the service. Addressing media in New Delhi after the launch of the mobile towers through video conferencing, Union Minister for Communications Ashwini Vaishnav said Prime Minister Narendra Modi has laid great emphasis on the development of the Northeast, and the launch of the 4G mobile towers in the villages near border areas of the state is a step in this direction.
5G की जो जर्नी है, जो कि आज सारी दुनिया कह रही है कि हिंदुस्तान में जो 5G का रोल आउट है, दैट इज द फास्टेस्ट एवर इन एनी पार्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. सारी दुनिया जो इसको रिकॉग्नाइज कर रही है, उसमें नॉर्थ ईस्ट का भी बहुत अच्छा प्रोग्रेस है. पूरे नॉर्थ ईस्ट में 5G के 3,437 5G के BTSs लग चुके हैं, तेजी से लग रहे हैं और भी. एंड दिस इज क्लियरली ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर्स कमिटमेंट टू द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ नॉर्थ.
Union Law and Justice Minister Kiren Rijiju, Arunachal Pradesh Chief Minister Pema Khandu and others were also present on the occasion. India has reached the 38th spot on World Bank's Logistics Performance Index. In 2014, India was ranked 54th. It climbed 16 places from 2014 to 2022. Prime Minister Narendra Modi in a tweet termed it an encouraging trend powered by government reforms and focus on improving logistics infrastructure. Union Home Minister Amit Shah held a meeting with senior BJP leaders on election arrangements at Bengaluru in Karnataka today. 219 assembly seats in the state are going to the polls on the 10th of May. BJP National General Secretary Organization B.L. Santosh said senior BJP leader and Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be campaigning for the assembly election in Karnataka after the 29th of April. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi is arriving in the state tomorrow to campaign for his party candidates. Both BJP and Congress have announced a list of 40 star campaigners for the assembly polls. From the BJP, apart from Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the other star campaigners are Amit Shah, Rajnath Singh, Nitin Gadkari and Yogi Adityanath. Congress star campaigners include Mallikarjun Kharge, Sonia Gandhi, Rahul and Priyanka Gandhi and Shashi Tharoor, among others. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. All India Radio is presenting vignettes of select quotes of the Prime Minister from Mann Ki Baat as the program completes its 100th episode later this month. Today, in the 78th episode of this special program, let's listen to the excerpts of the program where the Prime Minister is reminding the people about the medicinal value of plants.
People, voice and direct dialogue. That's your and our Mann Ki Baat. Yes, this is how our Prime Minister connects with millions of countrymen. With the program Mann Ki Baat, aired on the last Sunday of every month on All India Radio. This series, which started on October 3rd, 2014, will complete its 100th episode in April 2023. In the 78th episode of this special program, let's listen to those excerpts in which the Prime Minister spoke of the plants around us which have medicinal values. During the COVID pandemic, Ayurveda, the traditional medicine system of India, showed its full potential. Giloy and other such plants and herbs with medicinal properties played a big role in the treatment and prevention of corona, when the second wave of corona was at its peak. In the Mann Ki Baat program broadcast on 27th June 2021, the Prime Minister spoke gloriously of the value of our medicinal flora, which continues to be useful till today.
मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों, हमारे शास्त्रों में कहा गया है, नास्ति मूलम अनौषधम, अर्थात पृथ्वी पर ऐसी कोई वनस्पति नहीं है जिसमें कोई न कोई औषधीय गुण न हो। हमारे आसपास ऐसे कितने ही पेड़ पौधे होते हैं जिनमें अद्भुत गुण होते हैं, लेकिन कई बार हमें उनके बारे में पता ही नहीं होता। मुझे नैनीताल से एक साथी भाई परितोष ने इस विषय पर एक पत्र भेजा है। उन्होंने लिखा है कि उन्हें गिलोय और दूसरी कई वनस्पतियों के इतने चमत्कारी मेडिकल गुणों के बारे में कोरोना आने के बाद ही पता चला। परितोष ने मुझे आग्रह भी किया है कि मैं मन की बात के सभी श्रोताओं से कहूं कि आप अपने आसपास की वनस्पतियों के बारे में जानिए और दूसरों को भी बताइए। वास्तव में ये तो हमारी सदियों पुरानी विरासत है जिसे हमें ही संजोना है।
Moving on, the Sudanese army today said it has agreed to help evacuate foreign nationals and diplomats out of the country on military aeroplanes as sporadic gunfire and airstrikes continued across capital Khartoum. A statement from the Sudanese Army Chief Abdel Fattah al-Burhan said it is coordinating efforts to evacuate diplomats from the United States, Britain, China and France out of the country on military aeroplanes. He said the evacuation process will begin in the coming hours. Sudan's army chief said he has spoken to leaders of several countries requesting safe evacuations of their citizens. The main international airport in Khartoum, however, has been the target of heavy shelling, due to which foreign embassies, including the US, the UK, have been unable to bring their citizens home. More than 400 people have been killed and thousands wounded since the fighting began across the country. Street battles, airstrikes and heavy artillery fire continue despite a 3-day ceasefire announced by both the Sudanese Armed Forces and Rapid Support Forces to allow citizens to celebrate Eid al-Fitr. Northern Army Commander Lieutenant General Upendra Dwivedi today visited the site of the terrorist attack on an army vehicle in Poonch district in which 5 soldiers lost their lives on Thursday. Lieutenant General Dwivedi reviewed the operational situation after the attack. He also reviewed the security in the border areas and the ongoing combing operation to track down the terrorists who ambushed the army truck. Eid ul-Fitr was celebrated with religious fervour and gaiety across the country today. The festival marks the culmination of the fasting month of Ramzan. The faithful, dressed in their best, thronged Eidgahs and mosques to offer Eid prayers and later exchange Eid greetings. The President, Vice President and Prime Minister have greeted people on the occasion. In the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, the residents of Sanjot village in Poonch district did not celebrate Eid today in protest against the terrorist attack on the army vehicle on Thursday. In Gulf countries, Eid was celebrated yesterday. Parshuram Jayanti and Akshay Tritiya were also celebrated today. Lord Parshuram is the 6th incarnation of Lord Vishnu. The festival of Akshay Tritiya is believed to bring good luck, success and prosperity. And this day, people pray to deities to seek blessings and begin ventures to bring good fortune. Many people also buy gold on this day. The Char Dham Yatra began today with the opening of doors of Gangotri Dham and Yamunotri Dham in Uttarakhand. The doors of Gangotri Dham and Yamunotri Dham were opened on the occasion of Akshay Tritiya this afternoon amidst chanting of Vedic mantras. Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami was present on the occasion. The doors of Kedarnath Dham will be opened on Tuesday and of Badrinath Dham on the 27th of this month. World Earth Day was observed today. The day aims to encourage environmental awareness and support efforts to safeguard the planet's natural resources. On the occasion, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said India is committed to furthering sustainable development in line with our culture of living in harmony with nature. Addressing an event in New Delhi to mark the day, Union Minister for Earth Sciences, Dr. Jitendra Singh, stressed that the need of the hour is to solve the challenge faced by the planet using human-centric collective efforts and robust action. The minister mentioned that the idea of lifestyle for the environment was introduced by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi during COP26. He said it promotes an environmentally conscious lifestyle that focuses on mindful and deliberate utilization instead of mindless and wasteful consumption. In archery, India's Jyoti Surekha Venom came up with a sensational performance at the World Cup Stage 1 in Turkey's Antalya, clinching 2 gold medals in compound mixed team and individual events today. Jyoti and her debutant partner, Orjas Praveen Deotale, prevailed over Chinese Taipei pair of Chen Yi-Suan and Shem Chie-Lun 159-154 to win the gold in the final of compound mixed team event. The Indian duo dropped just 1 point only once in the final end. Otherwise, it would have been a perfect 160-160. Later, Jyoti overcame the challenge of Colombia's Sara Lopez in the compound individual final 149-146 to qualify for the World Cup finals to be held at Hermosillo in Mexico later in the year. In IPL cricket, Gujarat Titans defeated Lucknow Super Giants by 7 runs in Lucknow today, opting to bat after winning the toss. The Gujarat Titans posted 135 runs for the loss of 6 wickets in the stipulated 20 overs. In reply, however, Lucknow Super Giants failed to chase the 136-run target, scoring 128 for 7 in the stipulated 20 overs. The other match of the day between Mumbai Indians and Punjab Kings is underway at Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai. The Indian Meteorological Department, IMD, has forecast wet spell over east, central, northeast and southeast peninsular India during the next 4 days. No heatwave condition is expected over most other parts of the country during the next 5 days. IMD said hailstorm is likely at isolated places over sub-Himalayan West Bengal, Sikkim, Odisha and Bihar. It has also predicted heavy rainfall at isolated places over Arunachal Pradesh, Assam and Meghalaya. Light to scattered rainfall with thunderstorm is also likely over Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Puducherry, Kerala, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Vidarbha and Chhattisgarh. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Indian Space Research Organization's PSLV55 successfully places 2 Singaporean satellites into orbit. Centre launches over 250 network towers to provide 4G mobile connectivity in border areas of Arunachal Pradesh. Sudanese army agrees to help evacuate diplomats and foreign nationals on military aeroplanes as fighting continues in African country. Eid al-Fitr is celebrated across the country with religious fervour and gaiety. Akshaya Tritiya, symbolizing good luck and prosperity, also celebrated in different parts of the country. And in archery, India's Jyoti Surekha Venom clinches 2 gold medals in compound mixed team and individual events at World Cup Stage 1 in Turkey's Antalya. That is all in the news at 9. Good night.